lights, 2 lights, 3 lights, 4 lights, 5 red lights, and we are go, go, go. Unbelievable stuff there. Absolutely brilliant here. Brilliant. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant here. Unbelievable stuff there. We got 2 in the bed there. We've got 3 in the bed moment here. Unbelievable stuff there. What a move! What a move! Good evening everyone and welcome to the CWC Racing League, the F1 League for the Casual Weekday Championship. Hope everyone's all going well and enjoying their Monday evening on the 1st of November 2021. Happy Halloween to everyone that's missed out as well. So, hope everyone's all going well. And we're at the Hungarian Grand Prix. I'm so sorry there's a bit of lateness. Hey Jamie, how you doing? I'm so sorry there was a bit of lateness because I wasn't sure what's happening, because there was a few members of the league did not turn up late, or they're still missing. So that's why we're just going straight in. Unfortunately, I haven't got the standings ready for you guys, so we'll go straight into the standings itself. So I'm hoping that we've got the telemetry working. Fingers crossed. I'm hoping we've got that sorted for you guys as well. So if not, might have to turn that off again. But if not, we'll keep the old one in as well. So we're just waiting for. We're just waiting for some of the drivers to join in. Oh. Let's have a look at the. So Mikey has just got the fastest lap of the race with a 1 minute 16.905. Just watching Carlsberg now to do his lap. Oh, what's happened here? So hopefully we'll see how Carlsberg can try and do. This is the Hungarian Grand Prix, guys, and hopefully this will be sorted as soon as possible. If not, we'll have to try and get ourselves back in to the standings as quickly as possible. So Carlsberg is about to cross the line now. 1 minute 16 is the way forward to get to pole position time. So it looks like there is some technical fault with the telemetry again. I don't know why, but hopefully that will get sorted as soon as possible. So here we go, guys. Snooksters did a 1:15.7. Looks like Mikey did the pole position time, and then all of a sudden, I don't know why the others did not pop up. But now they are appearing on the scenes as well. James says, I'm familiar with TTML, but not sure about this one. This one is the CWC Racing League. This is the Casual Weekday Championship on the F1 League tonight. With myself, Malk. But yeah, like I said, this is just we've got about 13 drivers, unfortunately, tonight. We was expecting at least 15, so I don't know where everyone else has not turned up tonight. But hopefully they'll try and turn up as soon as possible. But yeah, I mean, looking at this, it's going to be absolutely epic at the Hungarian Grand Prix, because there's going to be unbelievable scenes, unbelievable scenes. So Carlsberg again is just is fighting slower. Aspect, I think that's Alpha. Aspect Alpha. Let's see what he can try and do on his time. At the moment, he's on the medium time. So, Hungarian Grand Prix. This is the track where you probably be best to be starting on the mediums, because this track is absolutely atrocious with the softs. I think the softs can only last about 4 or 5 laps at most. The mediums and hards is the way forward to try and get themselves with the one stop, but you just have to have a really, really good opportunity of a lifetime and push on massively. In turn 4, no, 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, 4 into 5, just after the first sector into the second. That's where people will lose out massively and try and lose the brake left-hander. I don't know if there's any rain. I've not heard anything from the weather crew at all, but hopefully they'll try and bounce back as quickly as possible. At the moment, Snookster's in the pole position time of 1:15.7. Giletto has retired from the session. Same with Ninja, so won't be able to carry on as well. Let's see how Aspect can try and do. He's got another driver just behind him. I think that might be a Red Bull car. Yeah, I was just going to say, it's just going to let him through. That might be Kieran D. Amadi, the Flying Scotsman, as I always say to him. Let's go up to the last corner. So let's see what he can try and do now. And time was a 1:32, so not a good time at all. Let's have a look at Arthur now. Arthur has been inconsistent the last few races, to be fair, but there's been races where he's been really unlucky sometimes, and some of them I think he just got caught in a scrap with some of the racing itself, but hopefully he'll bounce back as quickly as possible. But he's on his outlap now. But like I said, the 1:16s, 1:15s is the way forward to get a pole position time, and the way that Snooks has done it, you can't complain at all. So absolutely fantastic from Corey Snook. So let's have a look at Arthur now. Arthur's just come up with that DRS straight now, and this is where you're going to do his proper lapping now, and this is where everything is all heated up massively. But yeah, I mean, everything can change. Anything can change at this point in time. So let's see how Arthur can try and do. He's come up to turn 3, turn 4. You can easily go wide at that corner and then come up to the end of the first sector into the second. This is where you have to aim that corner right, because I've seen people go drift to the right to hit the wall, or drifted too far into the curb and lose the back end. And this is the chicane where you could easily lose that car massively. So then you come up to, this is the part, the second sector is always tricky. I don't know why, for me. It's just all, it's the like through the fast-paced left-handers and right-handers through that sector, and it's purple on second sector actually. It's purple on second sector, so you have to be pushing. Oh, sorry, Arthur's just losing that massively. So Arthur's just come up to the final corner now. He's just got 1:15.74 on, misses out by 300ths. He misses out by 300ths a second. Let's have a look at Mikey now. Mikey's still on the medium tyres. Again. I'm wondering if he's only improved. Jamie says I would say medium around lap 11 and 24 medium. And try and push the medium to the end. And if you have a gap, you could go for fastest lap on the softs. Yeah, if you get the gap, would beneficial as well. But it just all depends if you can try and get whoever gets it will try and be the opportunity of a lifetime to push on as well. So Mikey, I think this might be his slow lap on the second sector. You have to be like 58s, 59s around the second sector. Yeah, it's just slow on that one. Corey Stoke is on a yellow flag sector 2. That is a Ferrari. That might be Carlsberry actually. Yeah, it is Carlsberry. I will not be surprised if it's the corner that I told you to watch out for tonight. 1:15.6 by Corey Stoke. What a lap. Fernanda. Well, you got Alonso's in third place at the moment. 1:15.918. So that's a good time to Alonso, to be fair. So it's come to probably improve. Let's see how Tech 31 Racing can try and do. He's come up to the end of the second sector. There's yellow flags. I'm not sure whether the rain looks close. It is. It's getting close, actually. The clouds are not helping with these drivers at all. Robin's done a purple sector on the second sector itself. 1.3 improvement, so a 116.2. Oh, Alonso has disqualified from going the wrong way. So he'll be starting round the back of the grid. And Robin is moving himself up to second place with a 115.670. Misses out by 400 of a second. 400 of a second. That is mad. Where's Corey Snook? Corey Snook is going to go into the pits. It looks like it is, to be fair. So yeah, this is mad, to be fair. Absolutely mad. But fair play to Robin, actually. Okay, train game. Wow, for 115.670. He got purple on second sector, so he must have been doing something right, to be fair. But it just all depends if he can try and push on massively. So let's have a look at Jamie Morris. Jamie Morris was having a great run, to be fair. So let's see what he can try and do on his out lap. Sorry, there's not much drivers out. They've all gone to the pits except for Robin and Jamie Morris. So the only two drivers are on track at the minute. So are the track limits on this strict? They should be strict. They should be strict, yeah. As far as I know. I mean, I could be wrong, but as far as I know, they should be strict. Because especially the second sector, you can easily go wide. And they could lose out massively. So Jamie Morris, who's on a big run at the moment. Let's have a look at the standings quickly while I'm waiting for him to pick up. At the moment, I mean, Mikey's the one to watch out for, aka MDJ, who's in 5th place at the minute. Kieran says, yeah, it is strict. Yeah, it is strict. So Mike is on for a hat-trick of wins in this race. So yeah, two wins on the bounce. Corey Snook, who lost out massively, he's going to have to try and do some catching up. And Jamie Morris, who also lost out a few points. I don't know what's happened to Cameron. I don't know what's happened to him actually. But Robin will try and push on to close the gap onto the top 3 itself, but should be interesting to see. So, he's invalidated his lap. He's invalidated his lap. He'll be absolutely fuming. He'll be absolutely fuming. You can't afford, again, you cannot afford to make a mistake, especially at this situation. And Jamie's probably got like one chance. Maybe 2. So I'm quite surprised he's starting off on the softs unless he's just teased. We're going to have a watching him again. So let's see what he can try and do. Come up to turn 1. Down the straight. James says they need to add replays. It would help LeagueRacing. Absolutely, mate. And I guarantee you 100% they need to add that. I mean, they added replays, but not as the replays that we would have liked to have had. You know, like on GT Sport or Gran Turismo Sport, sorry. Those are the only ones where you can watch the whole race, save the whole race, and watch other people at the same time. That's what, and it would benefit to help the league like the stewards and everything like that as well, because people will say, "Oh, I haven't got my race footage." But yeah, they're trying blagging to say, "Oh, sorry, I don't know. It's not my fault for that." But then that's what they need to sort out as well. So cut to the last few corners now, and Jamie will try and push on to the top four. He has actually. Top four with Jamie with a 1:15.858 on the medium tyre as well. So money's on Jamie, but Kieran D did a 1:16.142 as well, but he's on the softs now. Bye. So yes, Kieran D come up to trickiest part of it all. We're near the end of the race. Sorry, of the qualifying itself. Like the replays in the room where they make mistakes as well. Yeah, they should do as well. Kieran D has invalidated his lap. He's invalidated his lap. Where's Carsbury? Carsbury is... Oh, he's slow on the... Well, Carsbury did a 1:15.8 on the medium tyre as well, so... He stepped up the gear, finally. The Drivers' Championship winner from last season. He's definitely stepped up the gear. Needs to step up massively if he wants to try and hold on for that title. 8/10 at the moment, 1:16 flat for Tech 31 Racing. So you go, can Tech 31 Racing now push the pedal to the metal as well. Come to the last few corners now. Needs to push. Oh, what a lap! What a lap there from Tech. Brilliant, absolutely brilliant there from Tech. Fantastic. Oh, Corey Snook, 1:15.147. And Robin has spun. He'll be fuming. Praise to the people game. Trying out the way people on... tying out the way people are flying on the flying apps. Yeah. I mean, to be fair, they're trying everything. Oh, no, Jamie's spun. Jamie has spun. And I told you it was that corner as well. Qualifying is now finished, guys. Qualifying is now finished. So Kieran D is 2/10 quicker on the first sector. He's 3/10 quicker. So at the moment, 6/10. So a 1:15.5 could be up to second or third. The way it looks at the moment, not purple on the first sector, not purple on any of those sectors. Oh, he's gone slow. He must have made a mistake. He must have just done that, really. So Tech won't improve. Arthur, well done to him, actually. 1:15.74 hours still. But again, he might improve, actually. Just watching him now come up to the last few corners now. Someone's just moved up. I think that was Bevezia. Bevezia's moved to 5th. And Arthur's moved up to 3rd with a 1:15.632. Carsway's just about to slow his lap down now. I think that's what you see, is what you get, guys. Well done to Corey Snook. Praise to the people getting out of the way of people on the flying laps. Yeah. And he says, go on, Jamie. Yeah, I mean, Jamie, he'll be the one to watch. But Mikey, who's been winning 2 races in a row, I'm very surprised he's in 9th. That's me being honest. I'm surprised he's starting off in 9th. So his hat-trick opportunity is going to be a bit iffy at the moment. So Tech has just retired. Who else needs to be retired? Oh yeah, Corey Snook and Carsbury need to retire as quickly as possible. So yeah, should be interesting to see what they could try and do. I mean, I've not heard anything from the weather crew at all yet, so it'll be interesting. This is a new season. Yeah, this is the first season of 2021. They've already done 1, 2, 3. Well, this is the 9th race, so they've already done 8 races already. So they go up to 18. I believe. So this is the halfway mark, I believe. Here we go. Here are your short qualifying classification for the Hungarian Grand Prix. For the CWC Racing League, the F1 League, you've got Corey Snooker's in first. Tech is in second. Arthur third. Chain Game Wow is in fourth. Bivezia fifth. Jamie sixth. Carlsberry seventh. D is in eighth. Mikey is in ninth. Leroy is in 10th. Giletto is in 11th. Aspect 12th. Ninja 13th. And Alonso 14th. Ninja and Alonso have had no time at all or had the DSQ during that qualifying. So yeah, mad scenes, to be fair. So we're just waiting for the guys to let themselves load up, and we're about to get them to sort out their setups, and then ready for the race. Okay, the clouds are not looking great from the looks of things. Anyway, the clouds are not looking great. But no one's messing about. They just want to get started straight away. I'm hoping for a dramatic start. Well, we all would love to see a dramatic start, Jamie. You just never know what to expect in this race at all. So, should be interesting to see who will try and win the Hungarian Grand Prix. Obviously, the odds on is for Mikey, but at the moment he's in 9th. But don't get me wrong, they've got quite a few drivers who could take that opportunity. Alpha says it's clear whole race. Oh, okay, thanks for that, mate. I wasn't sure whether I wasn't told by the weather crew or anything like that at all. So the weather crew has just confirmed, saying it's going to be a dry race. So should be interesting to see who will try, and they'll be delighted. Actually, they'll be absolutely delighted. That is going to be great for people who started on mediums. Yeah, I mean Jamie is the one to watch out for, and like I said, 11th, 12th, 13th, and 14th. Oh, we've got 14. We've got the actual 14. I think that might be Leroy who just joined in late. But yeah, I mean, looking at the drivers and looking at the aspects of it as well, they're all going for the mediums, which is the best way forward. I mean, you can do mediums softs, but again, you have to try and get rid of those mediums as long as possible. Because I think the softs can only last about 11, 12 laps fresh. And I say fresh, I mean not even touch them, they're just brand new tyres. So they've got to do 24 laps. And bear in mind, the top 10 who are already in their medium tyre, they've already done 3 laps. So they've probably do about lap 20, 21, unless they have a safety car restart as well. So yeah, it can be different. It can be different ways, to be fair. It's just a matter of who will try and win the Hungarian Grand Prix, and who will try and ban it out to see who will win the 9th race. And I think we're at the halfway marker as well. So just nearly at the halfway marker, but it'd be interesting to see who will try and win it, and it'll be good to find out. But here we go, guys. The drivers are all set, slowly in and ready to go. Who was that? That was Alonso, I think it was, joining in very late as well. Here we go. All the drivers are slowly building up and revving up to build up for this race for round 9 of the CWC Racing League. The F1 League live exclusive for you guys. Here we go. We're just waiting 1 light, 2 lights, 3 lights, 4 lights, 5 red lights, and we are go. Who's at the great start? Who's at the great start of it all? Ninja's moved us up to 12. D's moved up to 7th. Corey's still trying to defend. Oh my God, who was that? There's been contact from all the drivers. Mad start at the turn 1. Bivezia, that was Bivezia actually, who just did a massive dive bomb. They go side by side. Arthur, some of the drivers are going way wide, and they've got to be careful at turn. Oh my God, Carlsberry and Jamie. Oh, who's that? That was Chain Game Wow. Chain Game Wow has spun. Chain game, wow, has spun. So he dropped himself all the way down to 14th place. And this is where you can't afford to lose out at all. This is mad. Absolutely mad start on the CWC Racing League. Yeah, it was a dive bomb move, actually. But fair play. Carlsberry moves up to second. Tech is dropped down to third. Mad race. You got Tech and Arthur also battling out side by side. Oh, what's going on there? Looks like Arthur had, Tech has had a bit of a moment. Leroy's dropped himself down to 7th. Quite a few drivers have just got themselves ahead. So here we go again. Well, Carlsberg is like odds on now to win the Hungarian Grand Prix because of that medium star situation as well. So there's so many battles, 4th, 5th and 6th. The two drivers, the former teammates of each other, and looks like, oh, Mikey goes up ahead of Jamie as well. Fair play to Mikey. He needed that move, actually. He needed that, but now I was having doubts whether Mikey will try and get into the top 3 tonight. So again, I know it's early doors. But still needed. To be fair, still needed. There we go. Can Leroy now make the move onto Jamie? Is Jamie struggling? Oh, I don't know what's happened to Jamie. I don't know whether he's had. I think Jamie's struggling because he's losing a few positions. I wonder if he's going to the pits. No. I wonder what's going on. Jamie's dropped himself down to quite a few positions, and that is unlikely for him as well. Oh, Jamie. I am really am confused. I really am confused because he's letting everyone through. And I don't know why, but unless he's got like damage, but I can't see anything from the front end. It might be he got the side pod glitch. That's probably why he can't catch up with you guys as well. So that's probably why he slowed himself right down. As I look at Aspect now, trying to close up to Leroy, who's in 5th place at the moment. So yeah, trying to do everything he can. He's under a lot of pressure from Corey Stuke, who's I must have been he was holding on for first, but then he got swamped by the Red Bull and all the other. Well, actually, he got spun at turn 1, but I don't know whether he got caught by anyone as well, whether he was trying to turn. But now Corey Stuke, who's fast in the qualifying. Oh, he slid! He slid off! He slid off at turn 13, I think it was. Carlsberry now make the move onto Bevezia. Carlsberry now make the move into first. And Bevezia not messing about now. He's trying to go side by side. Mikey's going to up to third. But they're 2 in the bed. We've got a 2 in the bed moment. So we have to wait and see how Carlsberry now trying to defend against Bevezia, who's on the soft tyres as well, bear in mind. With Carlsberry on the mediums, he'll be absolutely laughing about it now because he's got a free end to try and defend for all his might. Giletti's got the fastest up the race at the moment, 118.811. James just the mediums must be hurting this time. Maybe the mediums are that bad. I mean, to be fair, the mediums are the way to start off with on this track because the tyre wear is absolutely on here is absolutely atrocious. Because the softs, looks like the softs ain't gonna last long. At most, you probably get like nine laps. But Kieran D is already pitted for the hard tyres now. So yeah, absolutely mad scenes to be fair. Let's have a look at some of the drivers itself. It looks like Robin's trying to close the gap onto Jamie for 8th place. So, oh yeah, Jamie's just struggling with that medium tyre situation. I forgot, well, I totally forgot. Aspect getting close to Leroy for 5th place. So, yeah, Aspect who's had a good start, to be fair. Try and put the pressure on Leroy now. Jamie says, I predict soft tyre wear around 10 to 15% now. You would say 10 15%. Probably about, I expect it to be at least 20 by now. That's just my guess. At least 20. So, yeah, Aspect who's... Bivesi is going to the pits now. He's getting a really short pit stop. Same with Corey Snook. So it looks like the tyre wear must be absolutely atrocious. But bear in mind that they've already had 3 laps on top of those laps that they've already done in the race tonight. So you just got to watch out for them as well. Giletto is getting close to Alonso for 12th place. So here we go, can Giletto now put the pressure on. Oh, the back end just went completely. So can Giletto using all of his experience to try and put the pressure on. Not enough to get past Alonso, who's been... I mean, Alonso... Before last week's race, there was 2 races that he missed out massively. And that cost him dearly with the title championship stakes as well. So, mediums most likely around 7 to 10%. Yeah, oh my god, Giletto must have caught the curb. So he'll be gone as well. So absolutely mad start. Arthur's going to the pits already, so I will not be surprised if Robin goes to the pits as well, to probably go on to the hards all the way to the end. It's mammoth task, but if you think they're going to have a safety car, I will not be surprised if they are going to get a safety car scenario at this stage. So Ninja's got a 3-second time penalty of multiple ones. This is the first time of the race itself. Leroy trying to hold on as much as possible. But again, I mean, Arthur and D are the only ones who are on the hard tyres. The rest who have gone into the pits, they have used the medium tyres already. So they know what to expect with those medium tyres to try and last all the way to the end. So just trying to see how Leroy could try and put the pressure on. I'm sorry there's not much action galore tonight, guys. It's there's not been much overtakes than I expected. Tech has got a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings. Again, it's through those S's section as well. Let's see if Kieran D can now put the pressure on with those hard tyres. The hard tyres will last all the way to the end, but it just all depends if you can get past Tech. So you go. Yellow flag set to 3. That is Arthur. What's happened to Arthur? Looks like Arthur spun or lost out completely. Oh no! Whoa! We've got a virtual safety car, guys. I've just seen it. Looks like top 4 on the same strategy. Yeah, they'll be on the same strategy. It'd be good to see what they can try and do as well. But we've got a virtual safety car. But Arthur, unless he got caught by someone, that's probably why frustration, or he lost at the back end when raving too much. The safety car should be ending soon. The virtual safety car as well. So yeah, It always happens, Jamie. It always happens. Every time I say something, it's just complete opposite. As soon as you said there was no action, action happened. Yeah. It's just mad. Absolutely mad. But the virtual safety car should be ending soon. But that was a bit of a strange crash from Arthur at the last corner. So hopefully that's not going to compromise too much. But can Kieran D now pull away as much as possible from Tech Racing? Bear in mind that Tech Racing should have a little bit quicker on the tyre wear. And that is why we need live replay. Yeah, absolutely, Jamie. But we can't get them. We can't get them. Oh, Tech! Tech now, make the move! Is he making the move? Oh, contact! Contact between the two drivers. But Kieran D will not be happy. He'll try and get himself back into 9th place as quickly as possible. But now we finally got an action. Finally got an action properly. So here we go. Can Kieran D now get himself back up to 9th place? Oh, Jamie's got himself up to 5th. Oh no, Tech's out! He must have got caught by the curb. Or they were trying to go side by side, but Jamie says this isn't helping either of them. They won't be able to catch up to the field. Absolutely not. But with Tech out of the race now, who had a good race like earlier on, and then dropped himself down to between himself and Kieran D, and now they're on for a good run. Well, Kieran D now trying to get close up to the guys, but Jamie and Chang Wow now going to the pits. But that was a quick virtual safety car, quicker than the first one that we had. So Arthur has left the session. Oh my god, Jamie and Gilletto. Jamie Gilletto goes side by side at turn 1. Jamie goes up ahead in 9th. Good start there from Jamie, but Gilletto should have a little bit of the tyre wear management perfect. So I'm just going to watch it from his perspective to see if he can try and catch up. Kieran D could be under a lot of pressure from Robin, aka Chain Game Wow, for 7th and 8th. Tech Racing has left the building. So here we go. Can Jamie hold on for dear life? Jamie's pitted. Yeah, Jamie has pitted. He's pitted for the hard tyres. For new bards. Yeah, for new hards, yeah. Let me just go check the position changes. Let's have a look. So the biggest movers is Aspect with 8 positions. Leroy Mikey with 7 and Carlsberg with 6. The biggest loser of this race is Corey Snook with 5 positions. Changing Wow with 4. Jamie with 3 positions as well. So, and the top 4 are the only ones who have not had a pit yet. So the top 4 are the only ones who have had no pit stop just yet. But yeah, this is the only closest battle we've got so far this evening. But if you like what you see so far, guys, please make sure you like and subscribe to the LeagueRacing TV channel for all the live races itself. We're aiming for at least 10 likes tonight, guys. Aiming for at least 10 likes tonight will be a massive help to myself as a commentator, and also, oh my god, what's happened to Ninja? Ninja's lost out at turn 4. We might have a safety car. We might have a safety car. But it looks like the race is still going. The race is still going. So Ninja's race is going from bad to worse. It's not had any much luck. Since his win at Canada, he's had 4, well, now 5 0 points or DNFs. And then 1 point. That's all he had in the last 5 races. Sorry, the last 6 races now, including this. 1 point. That is not good enough. Hopefully Ninja will bounce back next week in round 10. Not a good race from Aston Martin. No, absolutely not, mate. Absolutely not. So Aston Martin will be having a few words with their drivers at the end of this race to see what has actually happened from their perspective, point of view as well. But again, Gilletto trying to close the gap onto Jamie Morris, who's on the hard tyres and should be pulling away. Slowly, should be pulling away. But Gilletto's tyres should be probably about 20, 25, 30% already. So let's see what I could try and do now. Oh my god! Gilletto's out! Gilletto is out of the race! And now we've got the safety car. He will be absolutely furious. I'm sure the drivers could explain what happened from there. Yeah. I'm just saying, like, imagine if there was that their driver's perspective. But yeah, we got our first safety car of the evening. Okay, now it is pit top. Yeah, the guys who are on the medium tyres, I would recommend to go on the pits now for the hards. I would say. It's very risky to go on the mediums and then go all the way to the end. And you have to pit again for the soft, so you're just hoping that another safety car is going to come out. It's very tough. Very tough decision, but again, Carlsberry and Mikey are the only ones who have still gambled on those medium tyres, so they are thinking that they're going to go all the way and hoping. So just waiting to see. Okay, Carlsberry now. Mikey's going to into the pits. Leroy will try and catch up, but I think the top two should be alright. I think they should be alright to come out of the pits and get ahead anyway, you would think. With Carlsberry now pulling out of the pits. Leroy trying to ease off with the, with the Delta itself, and now they're trying to chase up the pack now into the safety car. So we will have a safety car, it's a proper safety car. But I'm wondering how long they would have had those those medium tyres to last for all that time, and with the drivers already playing it safe and not gambling on the softs, which is it's not doable at all. So hopefully it's not gonna cause any havoc at all. But it looks like the safety car should be giving another ease of life with the ease off the pressure. If everyone doesn't crash now, they can score point every way. Yeah, I mean, definitely, mate. That, like I said, the top 10 will guarantee points as long as they don't have a DNF or DSQ during that race. So the top 10, they're pretty much safe, guaranteed at least 1 point as long as they survive. But there's been tragic for Arthur, tragic for Tech, Ninja, and also Gilletto as well. So, and it's the races where you did not expect. So now we're gonna have some close battles again. Thank God for that, because there was not much battles in the first lot of before the safety car. To be fair, there was nothing much action galore. So hopefully the safety car will try and ease off. I think we might be this lap, depending on how Alonso can catch up to these guys. Is there F2 cars in leagues? If not, that's done. I think LeagueRacing or TTML do it on the Sunday, I think it is. Have a word with one of the guys of TTG. They'll get in contact with you for the F2 leagues. but CWC, they only got F1 and F2 with the F1 cars. If you're on about F2 cars, then no. CWC hasn't got the F2 cars leagues, but I know LeagueRacing has got it, because I have seen it a few times now. So yeah, we're just waiting for the safety car to come in. I think the safety car will definitely come in on this lap, because all the cars are all set and ready to go. This could be interesting to see who will try and bounce back. Jamie's in 4th with 4 laps already on those hard tyres, so I'd watch him out. Watch out for him for a bit. But by the time he gets ahead, he'll be under a lot of pressure from Carsbury, Mikey, and Leroy. Leroy is on a good run at the minute. 2 races that he's done. He's a reserve already, but then the 3rd racing, could he get another podium? He could have had a win, but he missed out massively. Here I can Carsbury now. Carsbury had a good race at the Portimao at the Portuguese Grand Prix, but then he messed up massively at the last lap. Can he not? No, hopefully Lightning does not strike twice at all. So Carsbury's put it away now and ran a great start. A great restart from Carsbury, making Mikey caught napping as well. So hopefully this will be massive help for Carsbury to now pull away. So can Leroy now do everything he can to put the pressure on Mikey, who's in 2nd. Jamie Morris, who I was a bit unsure why. What happened? Aspect has got a 3-second tyre penalty for multiple warnings. I think that's Alpha. Boy. So Mikey trying to hold on for dear life. Carsbury pulling away from the chicane as well. James says, I'm on about if they have added them into leagues. Co-master. Oh, sorry. I'm not sure, to be fair. I know you can pick the F2 cars on the lobbies, but I'm not sure about the leagues for, like, I know what you mean, Jamie, sorry. I thought you was on about, like, as LeagueRacing TV or TTML have got leagues for F2, or CWC have got leagues for F2. I so apologise for that. So Bivezia try and put the pressure on with Jamie in 4th. Carsbury with the fastest of the race now, 118.857 I think it was. So yeah, doing everything he can. So yeah, they're all close to each other. They're all close to each other. There's no unbelievable. Bivezia needs to push. He's got the medium tyres. Has he? So Bivezia could be on for a good position at the moment, because he's on the medium tyres and he's already done 2 stops already. So Alonso's going sort of ahead of Robin. The 2 teammates are battling out between themselves in 9th and 10th. There must have been team talks. James says, a bit confused. The Red Bull has better traction than all the cars, even on equal cars. A bit surprising. However, it proves it's the driver, not the car. Yeah, I mean, well, it's the setup as well. The setup can, you know, can determine it as well. Oh my God, what was that at the back? Was that Kieran D and Jamie? Yeah, the 2 drivers have got subs. Kieran D and Aspect. I'm getting ahead of myself there. Kieran D and Aspect go sub side with 7th and 8th. Aspect goes sub side with Kieran D again for 7 players. Not enough. Kieran D will have the inside line and should be pushing on now, but Aspect saw the gap a brief moment or 2, but now really under a lot of pressure. I thought the way it looked from Kieran D's point of view, I thought he must have spun, to be fair. So yeah, absolutely manic race. And we're not even at the halfway mark. Well, we're just over the halfway marker now. We're just over the halfway marker now. Ooh, Jamie got... sorry, Bevezia got a little bit wide. Just before the end of the second set. Carlsberry! Oh no! Carlsberry spun! Oh my god, that was close. If I was Jamie, I'd be like... that was close to not cause any accidents galore. Absolutely mad. So now Jamie is going over to third. Carlsberry, as I said earlier on, was who had a great race. And I did say last time at the Portimao Grand Prix a few weeks back, he had a great race, and then also in the last lap he spun. He lost the car completely, and then now it's doing it again. He's doing it again, but at the moment this is happening now, not on the last second from the last lap of the race. To be fair, so absolutely insane stuff. But Jamie now putting the pressure on away from Carlsberry. So Carlsberry needs to try and bounce back. I'm in F5, working to get promoted at the end of the season. First race is Portimao. The race I'm worried about is Netherlands. Zandvoort, I mean, it's just driver's preference as well. But I quite like Zandvoort. I don't know why. I just love that track. It's just so much straight lines and like fast paced. Once you get a rhythm going, you'll be absolutely laughable about it, and you'll be happy about it as well. Jamie now making the move on to Leroy, and Kieran D making the move on to Corey Snook for 6th place. But Jamie Morris, with those tyres, should be at the balance now. So now, Mikey could be on for a hat-trick. Mikey could be on for the hat-trick. Carlsberry's dropped down to 5th. No, 6th, sorry. Kieran D's moved up to 5th. To try and be careful not to cause any havoc at turn 5. You can tell Carlsberry's really forcing that car. Completely forcing that car. I'm just watching it from his perspective because he really is struggling. Absolutely madness. Absolutely madness. So Kieran D now on a charge now to close the gap onto 4th, but then he's got his teammate of Bevezia as well, so hopefully he'll try and James says, I'll show my true pace at Imola though. There's a sprint race and a normal race. Ah, okay. How do you we're to get promoted? Do you think you'll get promoted then into F4? Kiri D now make the move into 4th. So fantastic stuff from Kieran D. Bevezia drops himself down at 5th, but let's have a look at the penalties quickly. So Aspect and Kieran D are the only ones who've got 3-second time penalties, so hopefully that's not going to compromise too much. Corey Stook now, well, Bevezia has got a 3-second time penalty now for multiple warnings, and under a lot of Corey Stook is under a lot of pressure from Aspect now. So Corey Snook will be thinking, what does he have to do? He had pole position. He lost at the spin at turn 1. James says, I honestly don't know. There's a lot of good drivers in there, but if I'll be consistent, it's all good. Yeah, that's what I mean. When you do the F1 racing, consistency has always been key, and it's always will be key, because you can't afford to make a mistake. And when you're in that consistency mode, that's where you will ease. Oh my god, Professor! Oh my god, we could have a 2 in a bed. It's a 2 in a bed, yes! Carlsberry's going to the inside line. Bevezia will have no choice but to go around the outside. If Corso could play his cards right, he might have to slip through. But, oh, he's got to be careful not to cause any havoc. Oh my God, Carlsberry, just at the nick of time, holding up for 5th. Bevezia in 6th, Corey Snook is in 7th. Aspect is in 8th place, watching from his perspective. And what I'm just going to have a look at it from his point of view, because he's under a lot of pressure. You can tell he's really forcing that car to go sideways as well. So Aspect is saying, right, oh, he's dropped off a little bit. Hopefully that's not going to cause too much havoc. But Bevezia and Carlsberg, Bevezia should be quicker, and you're rightly so, Jamie, if you're still watching the stream. The Red Bull with the medium tyre should be pushing on a little bit quicker, but they've got another 13 laps on top of what they're playing at now with the 8 laps, and this will be their 9th lap. So it'll be 21 laps on the mediums. That, as long as they can survive those medium tyres all the way to the end, then that's fine. As long as they can keep it, that'll be fine. But it's going to be a bit of a push. It's going to be a massive, massive push. So, yeah, that turn 1 incident was just a bit... I know the Red Bull... I think that was Bevezia, but I might be wrong. If it is, I do apologise right here, right now. But that turn 1 at the start of the race... I understand it's just... You can't win a race at turn 1, but you can always lose it at turn 1 as well, so... I think it wasn't the spin that he did, that Corey Snook did by himself. It was actually got caught by some of the drivers, and looks like Corey Snook is now making the move onto Bevezia. Don't worry, I'm still here. I don't think it's worth changing tyres at this point. They're going to let you get past them without a battle, even if you have newer tyres. Oh my God! The 3 in a bed moment at turn 1. Oh my God! What a... Oh no! 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 Come on! Corey Snook! Oh! Buy one, you get one free! Now that's what we see with the race itself. Oh my God! Brilliant! Absolutely brilliant racing from Corey Snook. I don't think Bevezia did not expect that at all, but now... Leroy's got a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings. Mad. Absolutely mad. But well done to Corey Snook. Out of nowhere, he did a brilliant race. Kiridi's got another 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings. So he'll be under a lot of pressure. So 6 penalties. Oh my God, Bevezia is out. Bevezia is out. Might be a safety car. Yes, it is. Jamie P2. Yeah, come on, lad. Yeah. Jamie's in P2. Mikey and Jamie now. Kira D, they're all going to the pits. So if I was them, I would pit for the softs. I would pit for the softs if I was them. So Kira D has gone for the softs. Mikey's gone for the softs. Jamie's gone for the mediums. Is that a mistake from the Alfa Romeo driver? Leroy's the only one who has not gone into the pits. That's going to cost him at the start of the safety car. You think mediums? Mediums, I think. Ah, okay. But with the safety car, with like a few laps in, as long as like they can hold the tyre wear as well, that'll be fine. Jamie's playing the smart move. I think he's playing it safe. Jamie's playing it safe. Same with Carlsberg. They're playing it safe. But the reason why I was gobsmacked is because obviously the softs should be dominant in the next 6-7 laps. But as long as they can survive as much as possible, we'll be fine. So Aspect getting close to the crew itself. We might have. I'll be very surprised if the safety cars come into this lap. I'll be very, very surprised if it comes in this lap already, but might be another lap. But the softs should be with the safety car scenario. They've got another lap in, so they should be enough to hold on. If they can keep it on lean and not push as much as possible, then they'll be absolutely fine. No problem at all. So yeah, I mean we've got 10 laps remaining, guys. 10 laps remaining. Who will try and win the Hungarian Grand Prix? Will it be Leroy, who's had, out of 2 races, he's had 2 podiums. But again, so Mikey's in second place at the moment. Jamie is in third. Jamie says as long as he doesn't do a Lewis Hamilton 2021 USA, he's fine. Yeah. It's just a big if, isn't it? A massive, massive if. It's going to be tough. I think it's going to be massively tough. But again, anything could happen. Anything could happen in this race. You never give up until the final lap. Never ever give up till the final lap. And if you're out of the race, even if you feel like you're out, you've still got that oomph to get yourself back into this race, to get those decent points. And look at that, from 14, your top 9 will guarantee at least 2 points. Like, whoever finishes in 9th will have 2 points, I believe. So, just waiting to see. So, yeah, so should be... Yeah, the safety car should be going in this lap. Yeah, they are. Leroy needs to back it up. Or he's just trying to pull away as much as possible. And now he's going to pull away now for the lead of the race. And now Mikey and Jamie are going side by side. Oh my God, Mikey now got ahead of second place against Jamie into. So Mikey's in second now, putting the pressure on Leroy. So the 2 Williams drivers, they're in the top 2. I ain't seen that in ages, for a very long time. So now, Kieran D and Jamie Morris now battling out for 3rd and 4th. Now this is where you get everything heated up for this race. Leroy's dropped down. Mikey, he's got himself back up to 1st. Oh, what happens to Jamie? Jamie goes up to 2nd. Leroy's dropped down to 4th. Leroy's dropped down to 4th. He's having a shocking start of the restart of the safety car. Jamie says if it was a dumb move by the leader, he should have pitted for fresher tyres because everyone has fresher tyres than him now. Yeah, I was surprised why he didn't pit. To be fair, I was surprised why he didn't pit, but now it's going to cause so much havoc. He's going to be under a lot of pressure. So now Carsbury now. Oh my God! Look at Kieran D and also Jamie Morris. Jamie Morris going back up to 2nd, and looks like Carsbury could have a chance on Leroy, and he has to 4th place. So Leroy's going to drop himself down from 1st all the way down to 5th. But now, this is where everything is all heated up massively. It's going to be 7 laps. Yeah, 7 laps galore. And look at the back of the grid. It looks like Aspect. Oh my God, you've got to be careful not to cause any havoc at the blind corner, because I've seen a few drivers going off wide. That was mad. Karma has come back to him now for not pitting. Yeah, I do agree. I do agree with that, Jamie, because he should have pitted. I don't know why he must have thought that the softs was going to go, and he's probably hold on with those hards all the way to the end. That was a bad move. I would have pitted if I was him. I would have pitted. We got this battle going for second and third. So we're interested to see who will try and get second place. But Jamie's trying to... Hopefully he doesn't do what he did last week, where he went swivel across to try and get rid of that slipstream. It's like NASCAR again. Oh, Kieran D now. Yeah, Kieran D. Leroy. What's happened to Leroy? Leroy drops himself down to 7th. He's lost a few positions already again. So Leroy's dropped himself down to 7th, and now Kieran D going side by side. Oh my god, you have to go switcheroo. Kieran D. Oh my god. These drivers are... Oh my god, what's happened there? Kieran D's out. Kieran D is out of the race and won't be a safety car because it was as far away from the track as possible. But there were ghosts. I don't know if there was any from that before then. There was no contact. Oh my god, who was that just behind? That was Leroy. Leroy nearly hit the barriers. I'd like to know what happened to Kieran D because that was just. He still would have been in the lead. Yeah, Leroy would have still been in the lead, but it's all what ifs now, to be fair. And Colesbury now putting the pressure on Jamie now for second place. I don't know whether Kieran D has got caught or lost the back end when he was going side with Jamie. I don't know. Was there any contact? He did hit him in the back, but no. Looks like he lost control because Jamie squeezed him. He did hit him in the back, but no damage. Yeah, he did for the back, but oh, Jamie's gone a little bit wide, and now Cosmos goes up to second place. Now this is where everything gets heated up. Can the softs last in the next 5 laps? So it should be interesting to see who will try. And well, Aspect's got a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings. And like I said, Mikey still pulling away by 3 seconds of a gap. But Aspect's the only one getting close to Corey Snook, who's in 4th place. So let's see how Corey Snook can try. Sorry, Corey Snook can try and hold on for 4th. But it's a shame for Kieran D, to be fair, because all he had to do was just try and hold on, and I think he would have had the overtake. But again, this track is very difficult to do the overtakes that I've seen many times. Like the only DRS straight is the start finish line straight. That's all it is. That's all there is. But you can't survive. You cannot survive at certain points of the track itself. So now Aspect can now put the pressure on Corey Snook. Maybe changing him out, put the pressure on Leroy, who started off in 1st and dropped himself down to 7th place. So now this is where everything. This is where everything is all heated up. So they're going to stop. They're going to close the gap. Aspect with that DRS. Still not enough to get close to Corey Snook, who's in 4th. Jamie could be closing the gap onto Colesbury. See how that goes. Praise to Alonso, 14 to 6. Yeah, I mean 14 to 6. Fair play to him as well. Yeah, Mikey as well. Both Mikey and Alonso have had 8 positions moved. So yeah, so those are the 2 drivers who have had the biggest movers of the race. itself with Aspect with 7 positions already, so that's a good news. Corey Snook and Changing Wild, the only ones who have had losing a Bronzer, yeah, because the guys and Sauce can have a pretty bad tie wear, but the mediums are useful now. They should be useful now. But the reason why I said the softs would be beneficial is because they got like the good running and they had the safety car for about like 2 laps, and this was like, yes, they had 2 laps in, but again, the tyre wear should be dying off a little bit. But Aspect, it's anything away from it at all. He's moved up to 4th. Corey Snook drops down to 5th. Will Corey Snook bounce back? No, he won't. He won't bounce back at all. But they're still battling out for 4th, 5th. Got 3 laps remaining, guys. 3 laps remaining. Can Mikey hold on? Mikey could be holding on for a hat-trick of wins. So Aspect trying to put the pressure on. Corey Snook in. In 4th. So just trying to see what's going to happen so far. But yeah, I mean, the only battles we've got, me and Leroy changing wild for 7 and 8. And we've got this 3-car battle between 4th, 5th and 6th. And everyone else is just all spread out a little bit. Kiridas has got pushed by Jamie onto the sausage curb, and I just couldn't. Oh, okay. It looked like from my angle that I don't know if it got caught by him. Jamie says maybe I was wrong. If he holds on the sauce, good for him. Tell you where on lap 34 should be about 30-35 laps. Yeah, I would agree with that. James says, hate them curbs. The curbs, this game, and I'll say this many, many times, this curb, as soon as you touch the curb, the car spins, regardless wherever. So yeah, Jamie Morris trying to put the pressure on Carlsbury for 2nd place. As you can see from the map, Jamie Morris has got a time penalty. So either way, he will not get into 2nd place unless Carlsbury and Mikey will have a penalty. So just depending on how they're going to come up. They're coming up to the final lap now, guys. They're on the final lap of this race. Can Mikey hold on? Mikey's under 2 seconds, the gap now. 2 seconds is the gap. So here we go. Can Corey Snook get himself back up to 4th, or will Aspect? Well, he will get himself back up to 4th, but let me have a look at the penalties actually quickly. So Aspect has got 6 seconds worth of penalties. Yeah. So Aspect will drop himself all the way down to 8th. The way it looked. Oh, actually, depending on Leroy, it'll be between Aspect and Leroy for 8th place. But now, oh my God! Look at the lead. Look at the leaderboard. Look at this. They're getting close. Carlsbury could be close to Mikey. Mikey's struggling. Mikey is struggling with those tyres. If he can try and hold on, this will be a frantic, isn't it? Oh my God. Leroy's got a 3-second tyre belt for multiple ones, so he'll be finishing last. But here we go. Well done to Mikey. Just at the nick of time to win the Hungarian Grand Prix and also the hat-trick. Well done to him. He has got the hat-trick of wins. Carlsbury will finish off in 2nd. Jerry Morris will finish off in 3rd. Just. I said just. You know what I mean. Alfa Romeo will be celebrating be top 5. That will help him in the championship. Yeah, they've done really well. Mikey with the driver of the day. I do agree. He himself and someone else had the biggest movers as well. Absolutely insane stuff. But well done to Mikey Colesbury and Jamie Morris, who finished in the top 3 this evening. Bruce, I'm from Hungary, and I think the Hungarian is one of the worst tracks in the game. Yeah, you can't make any overtakes. Galore. Agreed. I do agree with that. Here are your race classification for the Hungarian Grand Prix, for the CWC Racing League, the F1 League, on the LeagueRacing TV channel. Mikey, who's in first, Carsbury second, Jamie in third, Snookster fourth, Alonso fifth, Changing Miles sixth, Aspect in seventh, Leroy is in eighth, D, Bevezia, Giletto, Ninja, Tech, and Arthur, they've all had the DNFs during that race. So these are the penalties, just in case if the stewards need to have a look at it afterwards. But yeah, well done to Mikey, Cotsbury and Jamie. We'll be back for the interviews as soon as possible. So yeah, so we'll be back in about a few minutes time, guys. Don't go anywhere, we'll get the interviews as soon as possible. Be right back. You alright, guys? How you doing? Hope everyone's okay and well and enjoying their 1st of November on the Monday evening on the 2021. So yeah, like I said, this was the Hungarian Grand Prix, and this was without doubt a bit of a mixture of a race. There was just not battles galore until we had the second proper safety car that really kicked in as well. But there was so many people that had the DNFs, so probably need to be looked at again. But I need to talk about the turn one incidents. Hopefully, if the guys can see it from their perspective, because there's quite a few drivers who had a massive mistake, but we'll get it from their perspective as well. So, but yeah, it should be interesting to see who will try and hear their thoughts actually from Mikey and Jamie, who will join in from their first and third places. I'm not sure what's happened to Carlsberg, but I'm sure he will be absolutely delighted to have the win. Sorry, to have the second place. Sorry, not the win. Getting ahead of myself. Getting the second place at the Hungarian Grand Prix. Mikey, how you doing, mate? You all right?
Yeah, I'm actually doing all fine.
You're doing all good in the hood.
Yeah, I'm doing more than good, actually.
More than
I
good.
mean, this is my third win. My third win in a row.
I know. I know.
That doesn't happen too much.
I
So,
know. So I don't know what you've had. You must have had loads of those weed sticks to kick in as well. So and it's that energy boost as well, massively. But well done to you, mate. Absolute fantastic stuff. Did you? I was. I will admit it. After the qualifying start, what actually happened from your perspective? Because that was a dreadful qualifying from you. You would say.
well, I was planning to start on the medium tires, uh, but everyone else, above, I think it was Jamie, above Jamie, was on the softs. So that's why I fell down like all the way to eighth place. And because of that, I had to start from almost the back of the grid. For me, that's fine. I did not want to start on the sauce because I knew that the sauce were gonna die really quickly, and that you have to go on the hard tire till the end after that, and that
Yeah.
will really ruin your race. So I just tried to do it on the mediums, and the rest just did it on the sauce, and that also helped me going towards the podium. So yeah,
Yeah, so you did well. I mean, you got your hat trick of wins, which I haven't heard for a very long time. So um, I bet the last lap was you pouring with sweat because you had a 3 second gap at the start of the lap. Then it came all the way down to 1 second. Was your tyres completely gone at the end?
yeah. Literally at the last sector, I felt them literally die on that second, and that was the moment where Cosbury uh, found all the time back. So I was really happy that the lap did that. There was not another lap. Otherwise, I would have been second or third.
That's mad. That is, to be fair. And you was really lucky because Osprey could have had the chance to win that race, but you stopped him. You stopped him to get your
I
hat
stopped
trick.
him. Yes.
So well done for that, mate. One question actually: did you see anything what happened from Turn One's incident from your perspective, or not?
uh, I saw a lot of carnage. I don't know from who or from where. I just drove around it and just continued with my race.
Fair enough, mate. Fair enough. That's all I want to hear from your perspective because it looked like there was a few carnage, as you rightly said. But I just want to hear from your perspective and hopefully Jamie's to hear his thoughts as well to see what he might see later on. But well done, Mikey. I'm so pleased for you because you got your hat trick and also extend your title challenge on the driver standings as well. Well done, mate. Fantastic stuff.
Thank you.
Jamie, how you doing, mate? You all right?
I'm doing good, thanks, mate.
Nice one. Nice one.
My birthday, so yeah.
Oh, was it your birthday? Happy birthday, mate. No,
Cheers.
so I bet you didn't get the birthday wish you wanted to win the race. Did you?
I'm not gonna sing just like I did with Malk about 3 seasons ago.
I am not singing, mate. I am not singing at all. I promise you
I,
that now. I'm sorry, Jamie. You have to wait for another 3 years for that. But yeah, from your perspective, Jamie, I mean, it was unlucky that you did not hold on for that win, but you had some great battles, and there was a few points that I wanted to speak about actually from what I've seen. Was the one against you and Kieran D. You had a great battle, then all of a sudden Kieran D lost the car, and this was I can't remember what lap it was. So do you want to talk about that battle before that happened?
Yeah, so Kieran D was on the soft compound tyres, so obviously he was much quicker than me in that stage, trying to defend for all I could against those softs. I actually don't know what happened because coming up to turn 6, there was enough room for both of us. I thought he backed out, and I took the normal racing line. Well, I took the inside line
Okay.
because I was offline, and all of a sudden he just drove straight into the wall. I was like, wait, me and him didn't have any contact, so I'm wondering why he just drove straight into the wall because he could have overtaken me the next lap or on that lap with the DRS down the back straight. So I'm not quite sure what was going on there. I didn't really push him onto the grass or anything. Hopefully I didn't. If I did, I'm terribly sorry because that's wrong of me to do that. But I'm pretty sure I didn't. So I'm not quite sure. It was just rage not to get past me or something like that because no damage, no full damage. All of a sudden he just drove straight just drives flat out straight into the wall as I look behind me. So, yeah, it's disappointing for him to do that, but
Yeah, because it looked like from the camera angle that I saw, and you'll probably look back and think I wasn't sure if there was any contact, but it looked like you two had a bit of a scrap. But that by the time it hit to turn 6, I don't think there was any contact. I think the car, from what I've been told by Kieran D, the car did not turn at all, and he completely lost the car afterwards. So
oh,
that's probably why that's happened as well. So obviously you two can have a word with about that. But yeah, I mean, from your perspective, you had a great battle with Carlsberg, but was there a reason why you went on to the mediums? I would have thought that you would have gambled to go on the softs to challenge, um, to challenge Mikey for the lead as well.
I'm glad you said that because I was in another league. The exact same scenario happened on lap 25. Oh, funny enough, but
Yeah,
yeah, happened again on lap 25 when the safety car came out. I was actually hesitant because there was 10 laps to go. I was like, holy sugar, do I go on the mediums or go on the sauce? I was just hesitant, and I was thinking about going to the sauce, but it was too late by the time I entered the my box. So I chose the mediums. I was like, I really hope it goes my way because I know these soft runners are going to be much quicker, which they were. But I knew at the end of the race that I have a chance of catching back up, and we did. But obviously there wasn't enough time, and Mikey did very well to keep on those soft tyres because we caught up to it at the end. But sadly for us, we just couldn't get the overtake done. We were too far away. So I thought I had the pace to stick with him, but I didn't because Mikey just flew on those soft compound tyres. I underestimated the tyres again, second time in a row, because it happened to be last time. So I should have got onto the soft compound tyres. Should have been a learning curve really, but I made the same mistake twice. So basically just fooled myself again. But yeah, it's quite disappointed with that. Could have potentially got a race win, but third place is good enough. I'm happy with that. And it was a weird race for me because the setup, it was all over the place. I just couldn't get a grip whatsoever. Like the tires, the setup of the car. I was changing. I was in the practice sessions on my own. I was changing and tweaking the setup. I just couldn't get a perfect balance. Maybe it's just the track because I've had issues in the past, or maybe I just don't really like the track. But yeah, it's just my left front tire was always overheating, no matter what tires I was on in that race. But third place is good enough for me. I'll take it. And yeah, congratulations for making the win. Bit hectic at the safety car restart. Mikey basically defending all the way to the right, which is good for him. Defended me, and I knew those two were going to swap positions, Lee and Mikey, because they were both on different tyres, and Lee's a reserve driver, so I knew they would both switch over. That's what I was thinking. I was like, if I get close to Mikey and Lee's going to get him go, if Lee's going to let Mikey go, and there's a possible chance of me going through with him being that close. That wasn't the case. Lee went wide, and I managed to get through on him. So luckily I didn't get hold up by it because I was trying to keep us the back of Mikey as much as I could, but I couldn't.
Yeah, that's fair enough, mate, and completely understand. And you did well to get up to third after all that struggles.
I
During
had
that
front wing
race.
damage at the start.
You had front wing damage at the start.
That's why I was letting people go because I
Right.
had no grip at all.
Well, the screen that I had didn't look like you had damage, so I
Oh no no no
wasn't sure.
no!
So I wasn't sure why you let people through. So I was like, why is Jamie letting people through? Unless he's got damage, like the side pod damage, which I thought it was at first, but there was no damage on the wings because it doesn't show anymore. Like whether it was the damage too much.
It was very very light, enough to just make me understeer every single corner and overheat the left tire. On it was just absolutely horrible. It's like if I hold these guys up, there's a possible chance of crashing. So I just had to let them go and hope for a safety car, which did happen. I pitted under the virtual safety car, changed the front wing, went on the hards, and it was much better. I was already gaining like 2 seconds a lap after my broken front wing. But yeah, with the front wing, it was just so light you couldn't see it. But it's one of them things where it's just a slight tap on the end plate. It don't come off, but it does affect you.
Fair enough, mate. And one more question, actually. Did you see anything what happened at turn one from your perspective?
It just I was involved in it. Like I didn't cause it, but I was there, just caught up with it. But it just happened so quickly that I was like trying to go around the outside, and I got caught out by people switching lines because it was just I don't know. It was quite weird that turn one, but I don't want to say anything like if it's wrong, so I'll just keep it to myself. But yeah, hopefully that will happen again because it was just like there was like 3 people going wide, and someone switched lanes at the very last moment, and yeah, just all got caught out.
Yeah, that's fair enough. Okay, that's fair enough, Jamie. I was just wanting to hear from your perspective if you've seen anything from your side of point of view. That was all, like same with Mikey's as well. So, well done for tonight. Well done for finishing in third. I'm sure you'll be absolutely delighted, but hopefully you'll try and catch up to Mikey, who's the Flying Dutchman now. Cannot stop him now, to be fair. So we'll see how it goes. But well done, Jamie, for finishing third as well. Carlsbury, unfortunately, is not here tonight. I don't know why, but hopefully, I'm sure he would have been absolutely delighted to finish off in second after the struggles that he's had in the last few races. Oh, well, yeah, 2 races actually. One where he could have won the race and lost out at Portimao. Then he lost out in last week's British Grand Prix by the first lap or second lap of the race as well. So it's a good result for him. And hopefully the Drivers' Championship Championship winner from last season. Hopefully he'll catch up, but it's a bit tough now. Coming up to the halfway marker now. Who will try and stop Mikey? Stopping him. He's the Flying Dutchman. It could be Jamie. It could be Corey Sloot. You never know. But yeah, cheers for that. That was a quick race. It was a quick. It felt like it was quick, but at the same time there was not much battles, Jamie, on there. We've got another Jamie in the chat. Jamie supporting you, Jamie, as well.
Love you, JB, whoever that is.
So yeah, but yeah, basically it should be an absolute classic as well. So next week we'll see you all for round 10. I'm going to shoot off now. Take care of yourselves, guys. Ta-ra a bit. Bye bye.